Hello, and welcome to the non-league football channel. Round 2 of the National League was a much more disciplined affair than the opening round, but still served up plenty of goals and a few shock results. So, great weekend. We had 30 goals, no red cards this time. No red cards, brilliant. Plenty of yellows, but starting us out anyway, we've got Maidenhead, who stunned Scunthorpe with a trio of first half goals to set up a 3-2 win. The Iron, who were relegated from League 2 last season but won their opening game, fell behind in the 27th minute when Emile Lacroix fired home. Wilder Haviland struck from close range 9 minutes later, and then Kane Ferdinand completed a fine opening half for the hosts when he converted near post. Joe Nuttall's penalty gave Scunthorpe hope after the break before heading home a second late on, but they could not force the draw. Chris Rea ensured Southend left Solihull with something to show for their efforts as they scraped their way to a 1-1 draw. The home side took the lead with 12 minutes gone when Callum Maycock set up Andrew Dallas to beat goalkeeper Stephen Arnold. Arnold denied Ryan Barnett a second. His opposite number, Louis Molden, had to be at his best to prevent Jaden Crowhurst's deflected effort from restoring parity. The visitors stepped up their efforts after the break with 64 minutes gone, got their reward when Raya curled home an equaliser. Arnold came to Southend's rescue once again to deny Josh Kelly a winner as the game ended all square. Tristan Abrams' second half strike saw Eastleigh pick up their first win of the season, beating Wealdstone 1-0. The Spitfires threatened from the outset, with Ryan Hill going close with a headed effort. John Unega's effort flew just wide of the post before keeper Sam Howes was forced to make a good save to keep out Jake Hesketh. Eastleigh took the lead early in the second half when Abrams had his shot saved but was able to hit the rebound to score in the 59th minute. The Spitfires had a great chance to add a second in added time, hitting the post, but the game ended 1-0. 2 goals in 2 minutes from Sam Corn snatched Maidstone a 2-1 win over York. The Minstermen went ahead in the 10th minute when Lionel John Lewis headed in off the crossbar. Maidstone levelled in the 83rd minute, Corn heading home before smashing home a ball from Rory Deacon 2 minutes later to turn the game around and give Maidstone their first 3 points of the season. Chesterfield beat Aldershot 1-0 with new goalkeeper Ross Fitzsimmons straight into the starting 11 for Chesterfield. Liam Mandeville's second half strike meant the Spyrites picked up their first win of the season. Effiong had an early chance for Aldershot, but Chesterfield defended well and had 2 long-range efforts from Ollie Banks saved. Jeff King threatened, but his shot flew over the crossbar, and shots keeper Luca Ashby-Hammond did well to get down to save Joe Quigley's header from King's free kick just before the break. Mandeville broke the deadlock in the 65th minute, taking the ball around the goalkeeper and slotting home into the bottom corner. Having let slip a 2-goal lead in the previous weekend, Gateshead staged a second half comeback to earn a point in a 2-2 draw with Barnet. The Bees looked to have taken the points after goals from de Havilland and Mason in the final few minutes of the first half put them in control, but Blackett got Gateshead back into it soon after the restart as he converted from the middle of the area, and 8 minutes after rattling the post, Adam Campbell completed the comeback in fine style with a thumping 74th minute strike. Altrincham survived almost 35 minutes with forward Jordan Hume in goal to earn a goalless draw at Bromley. The Ravens started brightly with Michael Cheat looking to set up Mason Bloomfield, but Altrincham did well to defend. Altrincham had a good chance to take the lead with a shot from Aaron Bennett, but Reece Charles Cook managed to save and Bloomfield continued to put the pressure on. Midway through the second half, Robbins goalkeeper Matt Gould was forced off the field with injury, which meant Hume had to put the gloves on to replace him between the sticks for the rest of the match. Lewis Dennis and Chris Bush both threatened with good shots just off target. Charles Cook made a comfortable save from Ryan Colclough at the other end. Hume was booked for time wasting, but neither side could find the net and had to settle for a point each. Tyrone Marsh's late penalty rescued a point for Boreham Wood as they drew 2-2 with Notts County. Notts took the lead after 6 minutes when Ruben Rodriguez slotted home from the spot. Macaulay Longstaff had a chance to double the lead minutes later, but Nathan Ashmore saved. Boreham then equalised in the 39th minute from Danny Elliott. Notts retook the lead in the 68th minute when Cairo Mitchell fired home from 20 yards into the bottom corner, but Woods were awarded a penalty after Jamal Field was brought down in the box and Marsh tucked away the penalty to earn them a point. Brett McGavin's first half goal set up a 1-0 smash and grab for Torquay. The Shaman had dominated the first half, but McGavin fired home in added time after a long throw was flicked on and fell to him in the area. Halifax had been the better team before that, but somehow had been denied an equaliser by goalkeeper Mark Helsted, who then went on to produce a one-man resistance in the second half, producing multiple great saves and leaving Halifax and new manager Chris Millington still searching for their first points of the season. First half goals from Rhys Gregor Cox and Rowan Ince gave Woking a comfortable 2-0 victory over Dagenham. Gregor Cox rounded off a short corner routine to put the home side into a 28th minute lead, doubling their advantage 3 minutes later when Ince popped up with a back post header. The Daggers struggled to create chances, with the best of the opening 45 minutes coming late on when Mo Sagaf found space down the right, only to see goalkeeper Craig Ross comfortably save his cross. Luke Wilkinson came close to extending Woking's lead, his 57th minute header coming back off the crossbar, and Padraig Hammond was unable to convert the rebound. Dagenham almost pulled one back at the death in a goalmouth scramble, but Josh Walker's effort was blocked. Yeovil Town fought back to claim a point against title favourites Wrexham. Paul Mulling, last season's Player of the Year, fired home his first of the campaign to give Wrexham an early lead. Elliot Lead and Ollie Palmer then saw efforts blocked for the visitors, but Yeovil levelled thanks to Malachi Linton's excellent volley from outside the box. That gave them and the crowd a huge lift, and for 10 to 15 minutes they were in the ascendancy. Wrexham substitute Bryce Hosanna made a smart block to deny Charlie Wakefield. That means Yeovil have their first point of the season, while Wrexham have 4 from the opening 2 games. Oldham Athletic recorded their first win in the National League after holding off Dorking Wanderers, who fought back at Boundary Park. The Lactics, who dropped out of the English Football League last season, entering a 115-year stay, opened the new campaign with a goalless draw at Torquay last weekend, but they took the lead against promoted Dorking in the 12th minute from Hallam Hope. Chris Porter, who had seen an earlier effort ruled out for offside, doubled Oldham's lead 7 minutes into the second half following a swift counter-attack. Ben Tollett seemed to have wrapped up the points after 66 minutes, but Dorking had other ideas and staged a late fight back. Josh Taylor heading in with 8 minutes left and Alfie Rutherford then nodding home 4 minutes later, but Oldham safely saw out the closing stages. So, having a quick look at the table, we've got Notts County leading the way early on with Solihull, Barnet, Boreham, Chesterfield, Maidstone and Oldham occupying the playoff places, with Wrexham and Torquay not far behind. Down at the bottom, we've got Southend and Dagenham both on 1 point. The team that made the playoffs, Halifax, last season, have yet to get off the mark, and Aldershot also haven't got anything. Finally, before wrapping up this one, our thoughts go out to Pablo Martinez, who collapsed on the pitch during the National League South match between Chippenham and Chelmsford. Martinez, 21, was taken ill 27 minutes into the game and was taken to hospital in Bristol by ambulance. Chippenham manager Gary Hogan says the defender should make a full recovery. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please leave a like and consider subscribing. Also, if you were at any of these matches, please leave a comment below, and I'll see you soon for more.